We're actually talking about doing a... Were we? I can't remember. Maybe I made that up. Actually, the funny thing is that we were in talks about, wait, no we weren't. Never mind. I'm just stupid. But yeah, they're still up. Have at it. The first episode isn't up yet, though. Or, the first episode isn't up ever. Because it was taken down, because, that was because they recorded the parody before I was into the picture. Or before I was able to record, because I was getting a new microphone. And they had... And Marco was the voice of Sonic, and the voice of Eggman was a guy named J-Man's Productions. And, I think he changed his channel name to The Lazy Man J, who, it was somebody, because at the time when he joined, you know, the team that we were putting together, I had more subscribers, and at the time, I think I had around about 500 subscribers, and this is on my old channel. So I think at the time, he had less. I think he had like 50 or something, and I always poked fun at all of them because I always had more subscribers. I was the most famous person of the group, and I don't know how he did it, but J-Man, he like, whose name is Joseph. I should probably just call him Joseph. So Joseph, I don't know how he did it, but he like skyrocketed past me. Like, the most I ever had was like 1,160. I think that was the subscriber count that I capped at before the channel went down. And he currently, I think, has about 3,000. Like, he was still part of the group. He's not part of the group anymore for some unknown reason, because we just stopped talking to each other. I don't know. No drama happened. Just nothing, like, literally nothing happened. But, you know what? That just happens. That's just life. You know, you get older, more stuff happens. You stop talking to each other for no particular reason. Then you get together one day, he's like, hey, remember when we used to talk? And the other guy's like, who the fuck are you? Yeah, memories. So yeah, those parodies are up. Have fun watching those, because they're old. They're pretty old. They're pretty fucking old. But are they? That's why I said, Professor Pingus on his pickle, because when we were recording the improv for that cutscene, Pixel Comet made a mistake because he originally wanted to say he took Professor Pickle on his Pingus, but he got it completely reversed. And once we finished the recording, he immediately went like, "You don't know how much I wanted to laugh at that, but I couldn't because I had to save it." I think there was also, I think the blooper reel was also up. This whole thing should be a blooper reel, but there was also a blooper reel where I tried to do Professor Pickle, but I couldn't figure out how to, you know, actually manage a Professor Pickle voice, because it was before I was able to actually do an Eggman voice, so I wasn't able to do like, "Oh, I'm Eggman," so I wasn't able to do stuff like that, because this is really early on. I think this is like 2010? Yeah, 2010-ish. So yeah, I wasn't able to do a whole lot of voices back then. So when Marco told me to do Professor Pickle, I was like, I don't know. But eventually I managed. And we created Professor Pickle as this like fourth wall. Breakin's like, I can't do this. This script is incorrigible. I don't know what arse decided to make this kind of script, but shall I go on with this? I cannot. Like this drama, like this yeah, like this drama kind of actor. You know what? I want to see a button like that. You throw something at it and it happens. How many times would you have to throw something at something else for it to hit the button? It would take. I wouldn't do it. It would never happen. So I have horrible aim. I have horrible aim. That's DGG's flubs and words. It's gonna happen again. Don't you worry about that. It just happens. They just have more combos now. Because the more combos you have, the more fun you can have with this sort of stuff. It's pretty fun. I do like this game. I do like the combat. It's just a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun times I like. It's a whole lot of fun fuckery. Now, I think this goes on? No, it doesn't. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Yeah, that's right. To raise this thing up, because this level's full of, you know, levers that you have to drag the thing up for, and yeah, it's full of stuff. It's full of stuff that you have to drag the thing up for, and you're not sure whether you're supposed to put the box on it or not, because there's some puzzles that do that and some that don't. So that's just something you have to focus on. Oh man, I'm getting lightheaded. Let's say we let's say we finish the stage and then we'll end it off. Let's get Audacity back up so I know it's running. There we go. Hit. Hit. Here we go. Alright. Sorry. I just felt like doing that. Yeah, I think these stages run... That's kind of the funny thing, is that these stages usually don't run too long. I mean... Let me think about that. Like, they don't run in, they don't run in different times like they do in Sonic Heroes. Like, beginning of Sonic Heroes, it's manageably long. It's usually about 4.5 minutes. The only thing is, oh no 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 no. Whoa, that was close. That was even closer. Oh. Okay, we're fine. Got the medal. Everything's fine. All right, down here. Got everything else. There we go. Off we go. We're fine. Someone's living in that apartment. I don't know who. But because they have the light on, I know that. Yeah, just make sure that you got track of your medals, because otherwise you're gonna have a hard time later on. But we'll talk about that later, probably in the next session. Because right now I'm getting a little lightheaded. Been talking and laughing too much. Mostly talking too much. I'm gonna keep running my mouth about stupid crap. Off with your head. Do it. Get out of here. Get on out of here, son. Ow. Come on. X and X. Oh, triangle. We're working in with some creativity here when it comes to those button inputs. Ah, man. I'm getting a little lightheaded. Now I'm just focusing on finishing this part. It's got on that part. I think I am going to start doing shorter sessions, because even though I do get more footage if I just go longer, the only problem is that, you know, it can backfire when it comes to the commentary. But I guess that's something that we're gonna figure out later. All right, get that box up there. Whew, I'm sweaty. Just so you know, knees weak, arms heavy. Is it arms heavy or mom spaghetti? I keep mixing those up. It's probably neither. It's probably like, Frank came to bed. What? How does that mechanism even work? It's just a pillar that spins and, you know, something raises. I'm about 90% confident there's nothing underneath there. Should I go there? Yeah, screw it. I'll do some metal collecting later. I think when it comes to metal collecting, I think we can do that mostly off screen, because it can get a little interesting. Whoa! Unleash time. And I can also unleash as the Werehog, because, you know, otherwise the game would just be called Sonic the Werehog, and that'd be weird. There we go. Come on. This was the segment I was talking about. If you're not leveled up by the time you get here, you're not gonna make it. I was about to say you're gonna have a hard time. No, you're just not gonna make it. You're gonna die. Give it up, man. Bravery is just a simple man's word for stupidity. I think that was from Suicide Island, or that was a phrase from Suicide Island. Whereas I hate the character that says that completely, because they try to pass it off. It's like, oh, maybe he's right. It's some sort of ambiguous thing. Oh, got an S rank. Awesome. Yeah, it's like some sort of ambiguous, like, oh, is he right or not? And me, I'm like, fuck you. I don't like you. Yay. More combos. Whew. Oh, man. Going for a good hour. So yeah, I think that's good enough for the start of Sonic Unleashed. I think we're gonna go into cutscene after this. Yeah. Because Eggman comes along and he's like, oh no, we rescue Pickle first.
Professor
Pickle!
Are you
All right? We got here as fast as we could.
could.
This was the scene I was talking about.
Professor?
Hello?
How dare they?
Culinary concoction food. Look here. Do you see this sorry excuse for a
Does he have eyes?
The bread should be no less
I don't think he has eyes.
than an inch thick.
Just covered by eyebrows.
1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and a
That's why he's so smart. He doesn't have eyes. He doesn't even need to look at you to find out that you're dumb.
sliced thinly, if you please.
Everywhere I look is stupidity.
Professor, you can't see.
I know I learned
Oh,
something
okay.
here
That means
today.
everyone's smart.
Professor?
He's a philanthropist.
Do you have any
But tell me, what brings you here?
He just sounds like a douche.
Starting with the trip, if you ask me.
Everywhere I see are nothing but fools.
But Professor, you can't see. Exactly. That's why I love humanity.
See how rude of me.
Yeah.
Right then.
Not like those filthy environmentalists. Jeez.
Someone
Or
from
Peter.
here has
Good God.
proper sandwich.
You can file a complaint.
Like a Pickle doesn't understand the situation he's currently in.
Here before Eggman's welcoming committee shows up.
Oh, yes, quite.
Where even is this
Let us be
place?
sure to collect the contents of that vault before departing.
Now, I've been trying to figure out the combination of that thing for us, and through a series of algorithms... Alright, never mind. He punched it so hard, the whole thing came apart. It didn't even break. It just fell apart.
Those documents are our only hope for surviving this crisis. Let's
Sonic
go.
would be amazing in
No time to
architecture.
lose. I'm half starved.
Don't even have to worry about pulling out nails, pulling out screws. If you screw up, just punch it. It just falls off automatically.
My. Don't mind if I do.
Alright, I'll be taking that. You got any more? Or
I didn't mean the whole one. I thought just a bite. I am gonna need that back. Whew. I think after this is a quite long series of cutscenes. Shit. Whew. It's getting hot in here. Just take off all my clothes. That'd be hot. Yeah. What's next, Professor Pickle?
These ancient documents are known as the Gaia manuscripts.
Oh yeah, that'll come in.
They tell the legend of
Now's where the story starts getting a little more complicated, where you start to understand what the whole, force behind everything is.
quite. And according to the Gaia manuscripts,
Oh, excuse me.
the first time the planet has been broken apart into pieces.
Apparently this happens all the time. Nice reverse animation there.
The cause lies at the very core of the planet. All the phenomena we've witnessed
I like this music though. This is also another time where the music really starts. I mean, with 06, the music was really good, but with Unleashed, the music starts getting a little more complex, and I really like it.
this dark Gaia
It's starting to throw in a lot of violin, a lot of guitar. Not too much guitar, but still violin, electronica, stuff like that.
we most likely have Dr.
So I'm starting to lick the chip. Chip.
Now, we may be able to
Did you just take my tea, you little bastard?
returning power to the
Pull this out of nowhere.
Sonic.
oh, that looks like it hurt. Did that hurt?
Of the temple's glistening
Yes, it did. Thank you for your concern.
The planet's power will restore the Chaos Emeralds, and in turn, the Chaos
Inside
Emeralds will
joke.
restore the planet and help it heal naturally.
See how long I can maintain an awkward silence. Pretty long. I wonder how many people just stopped watching. Immediately backed out. It's like, alright, that's enough of this. So guys, if you enjoyed this session of Sonic Unleashed, please tune in next time while we do the rest of this game, of which might actually take a while, so, just stay tuned. Yeah. As I run in circles and confuse the game with that motion blur.